wanted to thank you for opening me up to the world of music and the endless amount of chances and opportunities it's given me.
My favorite memory with Mrs. Campbell was music theory. I was really bad at it. She helped me out.
My favorite memory from Mrs. Campbell, I have to say, is her saying hi to us in the hallway, because I've never really had it before.
I think it's really impressive how, after working at CAS for as many years as she has, Mrs. Campbell is still as dedicated as she was on her first day to all of us kids in the music program.
Right when I moved here, I didn't want to do the musical, but you talked me into it, and now I'm very, 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 very happy that I'm in the musical.
I have a lot of funny memories of Mrs. Campbell, but one of my favorites is when I actually heard about her, and my sister told me, and it was at the Civic Center, and they wouldn't let you guys in downstairs, and Mrs. Campbell started banging on the door as hard as she could, screaming that they had to let her in, had to let everyone in, and that was just like one of my first memories of Mrs. Campbell, like when my sister was telling me about her and how much I'm gonna like her, and I really did. And Mrs. Campbell, thank you.
Thank you, Mrs. Campbell, for being so loving to all of us and being brave enough to put up with all of us.
Thank you, Mrs. Campbell, for pushing me to my limits and everybody else to their limits. You're truly inspiring, and hopefully I can become as great as a singer and a teacher as you.
Hi, Mrs. Campbell. Thank you so much for being such an amazing music teacher. I've been so blessed to have you, and you've taught me so much.
Hi, Mrs. Campbell. I just want to thank you for making me such a better singer and teaching me what I thought was pretty weird techniques, but they actually work really well. Like when you had us plug our nose in class to get us to sing in our nasally chest voice.
Thank you, Mrs. Campbell. You've helped me become more confident in my singing voice.
Okay, well, Mrs. Campbell is kind of like one of my favorite teachers. She's very hardworking and she wants to get everything perfect, which I really admire, because a lot of teachers, if they don't get something right, they just kind of are like, you know what, we're not gonna go over it. It doesn't really matter. And she's just she keeps on it, which is really great. And I really admire that about her. And she's such a good voice when she sings in chorus. It's just like an angel singing. Oh, it's so amazing.
I have one memory of Mrs. Campbell from my sophomore year when she basically forced me to do a NISMA solo because I was too shy to do it freshman year, and she wanted me to sing it in front of the whole women's choir, and I thought that was the death of me. I was like, I'm not gonna do that, no way. And then she was like, just get over it, what's the worst that could happen? And I was like, you know what, you're actually right. And then I sang it and I didn't die. So Mrs. Campbell taught me that you just do it, just what's the worst that could happen.
Mrs. Campbell, I want to thank you so much for everything that you've done for me and to all of your students over, your whole career and my past 4 years. I've loved getting to know you. It's been amazing. You taught me to be confident and basically to love my voice as much as you love it. So thank you so much for all the hard work you put in and for showing off your students whenever you can and being as generous as possible. We will miss you so much, and your future is going to be bright and wonderful. Bye.
Hi, Mrs. Campbell. I just wanted to say that you're an awesome teacher and we're going to miss you so much. Sorry I laughed so much in chorus and rehearsal, but I just love to sing and you make it awesome.
Thank you, Miss Campbell, for everything you've taught me and for always believing in me even when I didn't. Sweet Jesus, Miss Campbell, I'm going to miss you.
Thank you, Mrs. Campbell, for everything you have done and continue to do for all your students.
Mrs. Campbell, my favorite memory with you was back in chamber when you said I was hijacking your class. It was funny.
Thank you, Mrs. Campbell, for working with me throughout my years in high school. I really appreciate the hard work and dedication you have spent working with me on NISMA, the musical, and many other things. Your help has definitely boosted my confidence as a vocalist and as a musician. You have definitely inspired me to pursue music throughout the rest of my life past high school, and thank you for that.
Hi, Miss Campbell. I just want to say that made me a better singer, but not only that, you made me a better person, and I'm so glad that I came to CAS and was able to be taught by you. Thank you so much for all that you've done.
Hi, Mrs. Campbell. Thank you so much for inspiring me and my sisters to be better people and to pursue our dreams. I know Hannah you're a huge role model in her life, and you are for me too.
Mrs. Campbell, thank you for giving me so many opportunities and bringing us to the Women's Choir Festival and teaching me all about music theory. And one word to describe you would be caring.
Mrs. Campbell, you've had a a great impact upon my life. You've taught me everything I've learned in singing and pretty much everything I know.
Hi, Mrs. Campbell. I just wanted to say that you are an amazing teacher, and I definitely would not be the singer I am today if it wasn't for you.
Mrs. Campbell, thank you for everything you've done this year for me. I haven't yet been here a year, and I've learned so much. I'm so grateful to be a part of the legacy that you created here at Casanova. Have fun, and good luck with retirement.
Mrs. Campbell, you've got to be so uncomfortable right now. All the attention is on you, and it's all about celebrating you and your accomplishments, which is something that you do not like being in, this kind of situation. However, that's what makes you a great role model for me, is because you're the epitome of somebody who is egoless and who makes decisions with the students' interests at heart. Their best interests always comes out, and that's why I love you, and that's why I'm going to miss you. So congratulations on all your success, but thank you for showing me how it's done.
Hi, Mrs. Campbell. I know you probably already know what story I'm going to share with you because we talked about it before, but I will never forget that time when Ellen woke up from her wisdom teeth pulling surgery, whatever you call it, extraction, and you had such an impact on her that she woke up and said, "Oh my gosh, TCAM's going to be so bad." And I said, "Why, Ellen?" And she said, "Because I have dry mouth." And I thought that was the funniest thing. That's how much impact you've had on our family.
Okay, so we've spent more than 15 years doing this together, and oh my gosh, I'm going to cry. Of course I'm going to cry. I always cry. I was trying to think of something that made it more special than just the fact that we always work together as a team. And I think the coolest thing is that the first show we did together had your oldest child, and the last show we're doing together has my youngest. And I don't think I could have asked for anything more special than that. So congratulations, and we'll miss you.
My favorite memory of Mrs. Campbell happened when I was a senior in high school. It was the week of the show, and as you can imagine, there's a kind of adrenaline that you get only when it's the week of the show. And it was probably about Thursday during chamber choir, and Mrs. Campbell had said something to me, and I responded with, "Yes, Mom." And the whole class turned and looked at me with these weird stares, and I turned and I said, "I mean, Mrs. Campbell." And I think most of your students can agree that when you've been together for this long, and by senior year, when you've been through everything you've been through, Mom's an appropriate term.
The first real interaction I had with Mrs. Campbell was when she called me into her office freshman year so she could hear me sing, which was terrifying, by the way. She mentioned opera, and I thought, yeah, this woman is crazy. There's no way I'm ever doing that. But now I'm in college for opera, and I'm loving it, so you were right. Thank you. Mrs. Campbell was always ready to put me out of my comfort zone in every way possible, but I know that she was just pushing me to be the best musician that I could be. She opened so many doors for me, and I can't thank her enough for the experience she gave me. Even though she wouldn't let me steal her scarves, I always knew that I could come to her with anything, and I took advantage of that basically every day. Mrs. Campbell was a mentor. Senior year, she was basically my mom, and I am so grateful to have had her in my life.
Hi, Mrs. Campbell. Thank you for everything you've taught me over the years, and the music theater has given me such a confidence about myself and my abilities, and I wouldn't be doing it if it weren't for your help.
Hi, Mrs. Campbell. It's me, Katie. I can't believe that this is your last show, and I can't wait to watch it. I'm definitely coming. You've done so much for your students. Thinking about chamber choir and the shows and just how many chances you give all of your students and how much you believe in them and how much you work for them and inspire them, that I'm so thankful to have had you as a teacher.
Hi, Mrs. Campbell. It's Sean at St. Joe's in Philadelphia. I just want to say congratulations on a great career, and please make sure you take some time to relax in retirement, whether it was musicals, chorus, you name it. I know you're always very, very busy, and I'm still singing to this day, and I owe a lot of that to you. So I just want to say thank you, congratulations, and God bless.
Hi, Mrs. Campbell. I just wanted to say thank you for everything that you did for me over the years.
Thank you for always believing in me and pushing me to do my best and encouraging me to step outside my comfort zone in music and in performing. Some of my favorite memories from high school come from doing those musicals, and you were there every step of the way supporting me, so thank you.
Hi, Mrs. Campbell. I don't think I'll ever be able to put into words how thankful I am for everything you've done for my family and myself. I'm so grateful for all of the chances, opportunities, and experiences you have given to me and opened up for me, so thank you for that.
I don't think I'll ever be able to thank Mrs. Campbell for everything she's done for me, but I honestly would not be where I am right now without her. I'm pursuing my dreams in college, and I never would have gotten here without all of her help and support over all these years.
Hi, Mrs. Campbell. All I wanted to say was thank you for all that you taught me when I was in high school through the show and through chamber choir. I definitely wouldn't be where I am today without all that you taught me. Thank you.
Congratulations, Mrs. Campbell, on your retirement. I wanted to say thank you for being such a great role model to all of your students. Your dedication and passion for your work has always inspired me. And I wanted to also thank you for creating such a fun and safe environment in your classrooms. Congratulations, and I know the show will be great.
Mrs. Campbell, I'm really sad that I only get to have you for 1 year, but you're really positive and encouraging all the time, even when you're telling us everything we're doing wrong.
I want to thank you so much for everything that you've done for me throughout my entire high school career, because I probably would not be where I am today without your help. One of my favorite high school memories would probably be when you would tell the class a joke and no one would laugh besides only me and you, and I thought it was the funniest thing. It made my day almost every time.
Something I've learned from my mom is to always try to see the best in other people. I learned that watching her teach and how she sees the potential in her students, sometimes before they even see it themselves.
I was asked to speak briefly about Mrs. Campbell, who has inspired a generation of musicians here at her time at Cazenovia. More importantly, I think she inspired a generation of musicians who sought to actually become educators themselves, and that's probably the most impressive part of her legacy here.
Mrs. Campbell, Mom, thank you for teaching me guitar. As you know, I still play today. And thank you for making singing fun for me and all my friends.
Mrs. Campbell was awesome for me. Growing up in high school, I was always sort of quirky and high-strung, and she never made me feel like I wasn't good enough or that I was weird or I didn't fit in, and chorus and music sort of became my home away from home to sort of grow and express myself both as a musician and a person, I think. You know, she never told me that I couldn't do anything that I wanted to do, and she always supported me and my aspirations, and now I'm living in Manhattan and pursuing a theater degree, and I never would have been there if it weren't for Mrs. Campbell, so I absolutely have her to thank for that.
One word that we use to describe Miss Campbell is passionate.
Miss Campbell is nice.
Perfect.
Bold.
Witty.
Amazing.
Smart, inspiring, funny,
courageous,
Extremely caring. Supportive. Talented. Helpful.
Helpful. You're a really good leader.
Tries to get the best out of everybody.
Persistent. Eccentric. Palpable.
Supportive.
Professional.
Snazzy. Hilarious.
Loyal.
She's very determined.
She's outgoing,
Eloquent.
exceptional,
Musical.
Encouraging.
Compassionate.
She's dedicated and selfless.
Powerful.
She's inspirational.
be dedicated,
Talented, inclusive, patient, one of a kind.
Inspiring.
Thanks, Mrs. Campbell.